Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being Up+Adam. You made it to the end of the week. I'm Adam Montiel. Appreciate you being here. Still time to win tickets to Paso Wine Fest. Get to adammontiel.com. We'll be talking about Wine Fest today. adammontiel.com, right off the homepage, you got the link. Also, Paso Wine gave me a promo code. You can use the word Adam if you're buying tickets. If you don't want to stake your chance at winning them, and you know you're going to buy them, go to pasowine.com. When you check out, use the promo code Adam. They just added this. It's pretty cool. Gives you $20 off. I mean, they're not cheap tickets, but it's an unforgettable experience. I mean, Paso Wine Fest is like, it's the new ish. It's incredible. It's nuts. It's going to be known all over the country soon. It's like a food and wine festival that is, and you're like at it in the making. You're watching it turn into something incredible, you know, from those days at the park. 4 years now at the Paso Event Center, and every year it's just like huge strides in just this cool direction. Really exciting stuff. So, first of all, I got to say, what an incredible day at the 2025 Travel Paso Tourism Roundup yesterday. What an honor to serve as MC, help celebrate the people, places, creative energy that make Paso so special. From the powerful words, like, I mean, there's some great presentations. Dr. Christopher Thornburg, Stacy Jacob was awesome. Mayor John Hammond, it was cool to see him. To honoring really, you know, solid community leaders, connectors, everyday game changers who are elevating the visitor experience here. You know, we laughed and teared up sometimes, applauded, and we got inspired. It was a cool afternoon. Congrats to the standout winners that I can remember. Rich Faruni from the Allegretto, Joe Armstrong, Hope Family Wines, Patty Coelho, Crew Hospitality, Carolyn Santos McDonald from Il Cortile and Parquetto, Brenda Jessmarie Alcaraz, cool meeting her, Lynette Sani from the Farm Trail, Chris Cherry, Via Creek, Maha Estate, Margaret Johnson, and then Bobby and Kenny Hunter. Kenny, like I'm so tight with Ken Hunter, I call him Kenny. Bobby and Ken Hunter from Sensorio and everything else. So cool. And thanks to Travel Paso for having me. Really a special afternoon. Paso, they did this whole economic breakdown of like, it's incredible. I mean, you gotta, if you're in any part of the business that, and so many businesses are tourism businesses, meaning they get affected by it. So it's like gas station, you're a tourism business. So it might not be like I'm doing a wine tour or I'm doing, you know, this, but so many businesses are affected by tourism here, and to get them all on board, and I don't know, really, really cool stuff. So thanks to Travel Paso. All right, like I said, we're talking Wine Fest today. It's coming up next weekend, and it is more than just a wine event. It's a full-on celebration of what makes Paso just the best wine country on earth. That's all. Over 4 days from May 15th to 18th, more than 100 wineries going to be opening their doors for fun things to do. But then you got the main marquee event, May 17th, Saturday, at the Paso Event Center. You got some really fun stuff on Friday, like this Paso 101 with Madeline Paquette from Wine Folly. I'm going to be the judge at Paired Paso. Me, Chef Rachel, and Michelle from Enjoy Slow. That's going to be fun. We're going to be judging 9 different restaurants, pairing up with chefs. And there's like a People's Choice Award as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of stuff in and around Wine Fest. They got a Bubbles event on Sunday. So we're going to talk to Joel Peterson, Executive Director of the Paso Robles Wine Country Alliance, to share what to expect and how to make the most of it. It's coming up later. Since it's Friday, we're also going to talk to Robin Coleman. She's from the Woods Humane Society, our pet of the week, or should I say pets? It's the package deal, we'll put it that way. We'll meet an adoptable animal looking for their forever home. Who knows? Maybe yours. Before that, Mother's Day is Sunday. And if you're planning on celebrating with the mom in your life, then there are 3 things you can do. Buy a gift, plan some time with her, and give her the day off. Number one, lots of people go the gift route, even when it's something like flowers, a card, or a meal out. The National Retail Federation says consumer spending on Mother's Day is expected to reach $34.1 billion this year, which is up a notch from $33.5 last year, but down a bit from the record $35.7 that in 2023. So what does that mean for a random person? Well, on average, people are spending about $259 on Mother's Day gifts and celebrations, about $5 more than they budgeted last year. The NRF says thoughtful gifts are super popular. 48% of people want a gift that's unique or different. 42% want to find a gift that creates a special memory, and 36% of men are looking to give gift experiences. There's also a new list of trending Mother's Day activities, which include craft cooking classes, going to see a show, wine tasting, boom. Moms Online also suggest keeping it simple, like going on a peaceful, no complaints hike. I like that. You could also go sightseeing, go to a park, plan a picnic, go to the art museum. It's free. Slow Art Museum would be a great place to take mom. Or make a memory. Do something different, unexpected, like offering to participate in one of her hobbies, planning a day out in a new neighborhood or town, or making a homemade something like a treat with her. I don't know. Even if it's a picture of margaritas. There you go. Practical gifts are also great, like things for around the house. One report online found that Americans might spend less on gifts this year because their budget a little tighter these days, which is fine. In a recent survey, mothers said they'd trade gifts for free time. That's both bonus family time and personal time, where they can enjoy some downtime from busy mom life. That can include, giving mom the day off to enjoy a nap, taking care of the meals for a day, letting mom enjoy some, something to beverage and maybe a book or her favorite streaming content, or just some personal time to pamper herself, put her feet up. So to all the moms, happy Mother's Day. All right, finally, it's a classic move a lot of parents make when their kid turns 16, but maybe they shouldn't. A study found giving your teenager your old car or an old car isn't the smartest move. And it's not because they can't drive a stick. It's because it could be a deadly decision. Teens in cars that are more than 5 years old are 19% more likely to die in a fatal crash. Well, hold on a second. How does the stat say more likely to die in a fatal crash? If you're in a fatal crash, that's 100% you're going to die. That's a fatal crash. I don't know what that means. For cars over 15 years old, it jumps to 31%. I mean, I guess I get what they're saying. It's just a funny way to word it. It's because new drivers, they suck at it for a while. And new cars have a lot more safety features like side airbags, emergency braking, keeping you in the lane, telling you when you're tailgating, braking for you, right? Giving your kid your old car, or maybe just an old car, like I said, it's a popular move. It happened, that's the way I got my first car. Because it usually means you get a new car as mom or dad. Plus, you don't care as much if they're in a fender bender or spill Mountain Dew all over the seat. It doesn't matter. But according to the study, it's a safer call to give your kid the new car, or maybe just trade the old one in for something that rolled off the production line like after 2020, maybe. I don't know. But survival of the fittest, right? We lasted. We survived in the old car. And my old car, I was going to survive in that. One of the old cars we got was a 1979 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. The thing was a beast. It was an absolute ship. Had 6 cigarette lighters, velvet seats. Yeah, you're surviving in that for sure. All right. God, I'd love to see that car again. I would love to see that car again. You know what? It's the same car. If you go to the Hub in San Luis Obispo, they had one on display there. It's George's car from Central Coast Brewing. Same car. It's exact same car, but deep blue. Oh, man. All right. Let's get into our chat about Paso Wine Fest. This weekend, want to let you know, because that's next weekend. Paso Wine Fest next weekend. This weekend, it's downtown City Park for the Olive and Lavender Festival. Saturday, May 10, 10 to 4. We're talking 21 years of the Olive Fest, 17 of the Lavender Fest, and 4 years ago, they decided to marry and make it one. It's beautiful. Farm fresh lavender, literally everything. Come hungry. Don't miss the live copper still demo, tastings of olive oils. It is going to be so much fun. It's free. It's fresh. It's so Paso. Presented by Sunshine Olive Oil. Get all the details at PasoRoblesDowntown.org. Link in the show notes. And just get up there, 10 to 4 this Saturday, the Olive and Lavender Festival, downtown City Park, on the square in Paso.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, with Wine Fest just around the corner, it only makes sense we bring on the guy steering the whole ship. Joel Peterson is the executive director of the Paso Robles Wine Country Alliance, and if you've ever been to Wine Fest, you already know. This isn't some stuffy tasting event. It's 4 days of open houses, winemaker dinners, live music, after hours parties, and then all around this grand tasting that turns the event center into just one big, amazing vibe. It's so much fun. 125 wineries on the 17th. And then there's all kinds of events on Friday. Paso 101, Paired Paso, which is going to put 9 different chefs with 9 different wineries and pair them all, competition, People's Choice. I'll be there as a judge. It's going to be so much fun. And then Sunday, a sparkling event. We're going to hear about it all. What's new this year, what's not to miss, maybe a couple pro tips that Joel can give us so we can do Wine Fest like we've never done it before. Joel, thank you for being Up and Adam.
Stoked to be here.
Paso Wine Fest.
I know we're here already, right?
It's coming up. It's right around the corner. Do you get like freed in these moments and it's excitement, or do you get stressed out?
Good question. I think I used to get more stressed out, but the team's so strong right now, and like the element of like Carson Butler events, my team, Jamie, this like coming together. Ticket sales were strong, so I feel good going into it. It's also like my 6th year in the role of having Paso Wine Fest on the shoulders.
And we're our 3rd or 4th year.
This is the 4th year
at the new venue.
The new venue at the event center.
It's not a new venue anymore. It's the venue. That's so cool. That's exciting.
Venue. Yeah, we signed. Yeah, we re-upped like a 3-year contract. So we're there for a while. Yeah.
But what's cool is that it is given room and space for the downtown to even not just do its thing and be the hub and the machine that it has become, but also to jump in and support Wine Fest. I mean, you have a big, one of the big wineries, Justin's doing like this after party. And I mean, you have a lot of, you'll definitely be feeling that enthusiasm post Wine Fest downtown.
Yeah, it's nice to have moved out of downtown because to your point, it lets downtown be themselves and showcase like the food and the restaurants and the boutiques and kind of do their thing. The challenge was like when you've got 2,000 or 3,000 people downtown, the city's like, listen, you got to close streets, and you closing streets. Yeah, vendors and restaurants aren't stoked about that.
No, sure.
So it was a good, COVID gave us that time to kind of breathe, rethink the whole concept, move it to the events, and also you've been there. Like it isn't like walking to the Mid-State Fair. Nothing against the Mid-State Fair. We love it, right?
Right.
But it's nice. There's tents. There's hedge walls. There's banners. There's
like it's done up.
The AstroTurf. It's really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks legit. And Saturday, May 17th, and it is going to be unreal. But before we get into the main grand tasting on the 17th, let's talk about leading up to it. Friday, Paired Paso, Paso 101. What are some of these other things that we can experience?
Yeah, so Friday's fun. We've got Madeline Paquette of Wine Folly fame coming down to Paso. She's done some really cool stuff with it already. She's leading a seminar at Robert Hall Winery called Paso 101. She and Chris Toronto will be doing that, and she's got some great wineries there who'll be, they're Alta Colina, Jay Ducey, Lone Madrone, Robert Hall, just kind of talking about, those are some stalwarts of like, right, a Rhone, a Zin, a Cab, a blend of what makes Paso so special. And then that's about 4:30, I think, on Friday. And then that rolls over if you want to go down to Paired Paso, which is a new event at the event center, and we've got 9 different wineries with 9 different chefs doing this really cool thing we call Paired Paso, and so you kind of put your best foot forward, your wine with your bite, and then we've got some judges. You of course are one of our judges.
I'm excited.
Chef Rachel Ponce will be one of the judges. Michelle Barrera from Enjoy Slow is one of the judges.
That's going to be so much fun.
And then the People's Choice. You can also do People's Choice, so you vote for your favorite. That's going to be really fun. DJ is Henry Cherry. Chris's son is going to DJ that event for us. That'll be cool. And so that's kind of like gets us into Wine Fest weekend with that Friday, and then Saturday I roll into grand tasting. Grand tasting is going to be just insane. We have over 100 wineries. Some of them doing really elaborate activations and getting people involved. How do you explain not just what Wine Fest has turned into, but what someone is going to see this Saturday coming up on the 17th when they walk into Wine Fest? Yeah, it's cool. So if you haven't been since it was in the park, it's just different in the fact that there's wineries who've kind of created what we call brand activations or brand experiences. So they've got a footprint of maybe 10 by 20 or 10 by 30 to kind of tell their story of pouring wines. Maybe there's some food with it. Maybe there's a sensory element to it. Maybe there's a maze. Last year, Dow had a maze you kind of walked through.
Yeah.
Justin was doing a really cool pairing with
Thomas Creek 2 years ago brought farm animals.
Farm animals, yeah. Austin Hope and those done the thing where you ring the bell and
they always have something fun.
hand hands you something. So this year's same thing. I think J-Lore's got something really fun cooked up. There's just different field recordings is coming with a really fun activation. So a lot of the guys who just kind of have that marketing presence can do that. But then it's also just, like you said, 125 wineries who've got either a single table, a double table, a branded table, and you can go try those wines. I mean, this year, and check this out, this year Saxum's coming, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do a ton of public tastings like this, and they're like, hey, let's be a part of this. That makes us super, humbled and stoked about that.
Yeah, well, even like your super high-end premium luxury cult level brands. I mean, I saw Epic on this list. We've seen a lot of great wines here that, Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he's there.
I mean, it's so cool to see. So Ledge
is coming. Yeah, so it's like this is all these different these different brands.
And then more, yeah.
And then you've got the bigger brands who've got followings. You've got the medium-sized guys who've been doing it for years. So it's really like, it truly is. I think we have some slogan of like, one day, one place, all of Paso.
Yeah.
And so to have 125 wineries, and that's, over half of our wineries pouring in one spot. And then there's food this year. We added like 7 different food purveyors to get a free, as part of your admission in, you get bites. And so you can go to Il Cortile, In Bloom, Eto. It's just great to have their, Grace and Rose, which is the new restaurant that Justin and Julie are opening from Paso Wine Merchant. And then we've got Chow Papi. We've got Hotel Ava's actually kind of previewing some stuff for us. So, and then there's also food for purchase as well. So if you want more than the bites, you want to go get something, go get some food for purchase. Yeah,
a lot going on here, and we even have some of the distillers. Refined,
Refined will be there. I think Tintinny Distillery. So
great,
some distillers, and then in the VIP section, there's actually like the Distillery Trails actually making some cocktails in there.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just like, again, all of Paso in there. Hopefully you can get in and just really, you've got from noon to, well, if it's VIP is noon to 4:30, GA is 1 to 4:30. It gives you quite a bit of time to get around.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
So there are still some general admission tickets left. We're actually we're offering a promo code. Use the code Adam. You'll get $20 off your ticket.
Yep.
And this is coming up quick. But if you use that promo code Adam, save you $20. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And then Sunday, I mean, not to jump right into it, but we got Sparkling Paso. The great thing about Sparkling Paso is we've got all these different purveyors pouring their sparkling. So this year it's Bouchon Vintage Company, Hoyt Family, Jack Creek, Paris Valley Road Estate, Rava is coming, Sextant, Tank Garage, Thatcher, and Villa San Juliet.
Damn.
And then
a lot of names.
Yeah, and then they pair
great.
that with really cool. The chef out there does this really cool pairings with the bubbles as well. So it's a good way to end Paso Wine Fest weekend with bubbles on that lawn. It's killer.
Beautiful spot. All right, so go to PasoWine.com. That's where you want to go. PasoWine.com is any and all your info you want to go check out on Friday. The Paired Paso. I'm going to be up there being a judge for that. That sounds like a blast. I cannot wait for that. And then Saturday, the grand tasting. I'll be there. I'll be doing an episode of Where Wine Takes You right there at Paso Wine Fest. Going to be awesome. And then Sunday, check out what's going on Sunday.
Yeah.
So still chance to win tickets. You can go to AdamMontiel.com. My last pair of tickets. If you want to get in and make sure you don't want to stake it on winning these, go to PasoWine.com. Use the promo code Adam. They'll knock $20 off your ticket for Paso Wine Fest this Saturday, May 17th. Don't miss it. PasoWine.com. Joel, I can't wait to see you out there, man. It's going to be so much fun.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
All right, PasoWine.com. Get all the info for Wine Fest. And again, if you're going to buy tickets, use the promo code Adam, ADAM. You'll save $20, but also you can go to AdamMontiel.com because we are giving a pair away. All right, it's Friday. Of course, it means we're checking in with our friends at the Woods Humane Society. Robin Coleman back with our pet of the week. And I should say pets of the week. We have a little bonded pair, as I understand. Great to chat with you, Robin. Thank you so much for being up and Adam.
Well, good morning, Adam.
It's great to chat with you. Happy Friday.
Love Fridays.
So glad that the weekend is here. We got Mother's Day around the corner, and I hear you have the absolute perfect connection for a Mother's Day pet of the week.
Yeah, I have the perfect pets of the week for you for Mother's Day.
I know it's coming.
You know it. All right. So not one, but 2 cats. They are a bonded pair of kitties, and we have mom and son. They are gorgeous. They are calm. They are quiet, easygoing cats. But most of all, They love each other and they want to stay together. I can't remember a bonded pair that was a mom and a daughter or son. So this is a little bit of an unusual pair, and it's Mother's Day weekend. So let's get this mom and son out of the shelter and into a home. Mom is just about 5 years old. Son is just under 2, and he is so big and gorgeous. He's a long-haired, beautiful kitty. And even though mom is twice as small as him, mom still hovers over him. She watches out for him. They have a really sweet, special relationship. And luckily at Woods, we keep bonded pairs together. One adoption fee takes care of both cats. So as long as you can open up your heart and your home to them, they will be a great addition to your life. And it's actually easier taking a cat home when they're alone. They can sometimes be a little bit more difficult to transition. They have each other. They love each other. They have companionship and comfort in each other. So check them out. They're up on Instagram and Facebook, and they're licking on one of those yummy cat treats. And then at the end, mom paws me for more, and it's really cute. So check it out. Give them a share, and happy Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, these cats, the mom looks really unique, and if you looked at them both, you might not even guess that they were related, especially like this one came from that one. Mom's, like you said, significantly smaller, mainly white, and there's like this calico impressions and some interesting markings right over the nose. Pretty cat.
Beautiful, beautiful cat. And you can only see his gorgeous face there, but his whole body is just this luscious long coat, and he rolls over for belly rubs, and he is just a really, really gorgeous guy. But that's what's so funny about cats is their litters every single one can be different colors, different markings, different sizes, different coats. So they're very interesting, these cats. But I do know that they do love each other, and they often can be found they're just like stuck like glue next to each other. And I do think they'll be pretty easy to adjust into a home. The first few weeks when you adopt a cat, they tend to need some time to acclimate, but once they do, they're going to be a pretty easygoing duo for somebody.
It almost looks like a drawing. I mean, the boy cat is like those long vertical black things in the eyes that almost are so exaggerated.
It's like too perfect.
I know. It's really pretty. It's really pretty cat. You have like 6-inch whiskers on each side of this cat. I mean, it's a real.
I love that you love this cat. Yeah. I love it.
It's really beautiful. They're both, but I just think it's cool that when you do have, bonded pairs, it's just so important to keep them together and keep that heart and that bond together. And like you said, when you get them in the house, it's a hell of a lot easier when they're already when they got like a step forward and just being comfortable, Yeah,
and I'm not just trying to sell another cat at Woods. I really do believe, and we believe, the industry believes, bonded cats, even when people adopt a kitten, we always suggest adopting 2, and then usually 6 months later when they didn't listen to us, they come back and go, oh my gosh, my kitten needs a kitten, like I need a playmate for my kitten. So just let us do that for you. We already have 2 bonded together that have lived together for their whole lives, so let's just keep the party going.
Keep the party going. Speaking of wine and whiskers, keeping the cat party going, this is a really cool thing with our friends from Ribbley Wines, and it's on May 31st.
Yeah. And it's a new event, Wine and Whiskers, out in Paso, and it's going to be kitten season. So we'll have some of our foster kittens out there, and it's a ticketed event, just $25, gets you your first glass of wine, a ticket into a drawing, and part of the proceeds will help us get through very busy kitten season at Woods. So it's a fundraiser. It's going to be a fun day. It's Saturday the 31st, just from 12 to 3. You can go grab a few tickets on our website, woodshumane.org. Events calendar, and we just love hanging out in this community, and wine and pets just go so perfectly.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You can check out woodshumanesociety.org, get tickets for wine and whiskers. Man, cats PR really doing strong today. They're in everything. They're in all the stories. Well, I love it. Robin, I hope you have a great weekend. Love catching up with Woods every Friday for our Pet of the Week. Robin is our favorite part about finding forever homes for dogs. And like today, even cats. They need homes too, apparently. I love it. Robin, you're the absolute best. Appreciate you more than you know, and thanks for being Up and Adam.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, thanks to Robin Coleman, woodshumanesociety.org, link in the show notes. As we get out for a Friday, I want to thank our friends at Dow. First off, they just dropped something called their Taste of Luxury, these tiny vials you could taste. They're super expensive bottles like Patrimony, Soul of a Lion. Wow, so good. Taste them in these 100 ml sleek little pours. Have glasses right at your house by the glass. I mean, it's like a first-class flight for your palate. I love it. Then there's Dow Plus, an app for their community that allows you to get exclusive wines, VIP events, access, perks on the mountain. Check out dowvineyards.com. Also check out their Dow Rewards. But get up there for a tasting. Check out the food, the view, the wines. dowvineyards.com. All right, well, big weekend. Lots going on. It's going to be beautiful. Olive and Lavender Festival tomorrow, 10 to 4, completely free, downtown City Park, Paso. Don't forget about that. Also, win your tickets to next weekend's Wine Fest. AdamMontiel.com. Right up the homepage. Super easy. Good luck. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks to Moonshiner Collective for the music, original music on the show called Start Again. To you for rating, reviewing, and subscribing to what's going on here. It really means a lot. Sharing this show with a friend. You know, I have a ton of people over the last couple of days who are like, oh, miss you on the radio, da-da-da. And some were like, yes, I'm listening. And some were like, no, I don't do podcasts. So it's still, I mean, look, radio is dying. Podcasts are growing. So it's only a matter of time. We all know that. But to share what's going on here with a friend, it really, truly means a ton. So thank you in advance. Can't wait to catch up next week. Have a great weekend. Till then, I'm Adam Montiel. Thanks so much for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start again.